I am here at Hornhead in Donegal and I am 28 weeks pregnant. I had my midwife appointment the other day and it's just mad now that I'm all settled into my pregnancy. It's about time, isn't it? So I'm in my final trimester and the midwife was asking about sleep and stuff and I just said it's absolutely awful. I think it's still a bit of a hangover from a really bad cold that I had, and I was saying about a friend of mine having warned me that in the last trimester sleep becomes just almost impossible, and she's like, no, don't be listening to that because it's just negative and it's not always true. So I was telling her about my restless legs still being an issue and she was like, oh, tonic water is really good for that, and I was like, well, I didn't think I could have quinine, and she's like, no, it's absolutely fine. So husband went and got me a lovely bottle of tonic water and it was gorgeous. Just that's like my only craving I think I've had is for tonic water, which isn't something I would necessarily go for. I used to love gin and tonic, but went off it in the last few years, but it is something I've properly been craving. Other than that, it's been oranges and salt and vinegar crisps, but that's more of a greed thing, and I think the oranges is to try and help me absorb the iron that I have to take as well. So yeah, sleep is still a bit crap, but I'm trying to wean myself off drinking water in the evenings and trying to have the water not as accessible during the night. But I have to say, like, the water retention in my body is crazy, so you only get a wee dribble out of me and then I'm just also needing to double void every time I go. Sorry, a bit too much information for a lot of people, but it is just the way it is. So yeah, there's not very much to say this week. Baby's, like, you can see baby kind of coming out of my belly or feel it coming out of my belly, and when I'm reading a book that's rested on my belly, it moves. And apparently if Toby was to put his head on my belly, he'd be able to hear the heartbeat, but we haven't experienced that just yet. Apparently the baby is the size of a pineapple or an aubergine, whichever way you want to look at it. Like, you know, either way, a pineapple and an aubergine are not exactly similar sized items of food, but I just find it hilarious that they choose to compare these crazy things to fruit and veg, and there's not really a correlation week on week. So yeah, I am at Hornhead, which is a beautiful spot in northwest Donegal, and my husband's in the background there doing some birdie watching. I've seen some brent geese today, but yeah, it's St. Paddy's weekend and it's just, I can't have a drink, but I had like a half pint of alcohol-free Guinness, which they do on draft here, and it was lush. Yum 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 yum. So I'm designated driver for when Toby has his proper Guinness, and yeah, it's lovely here, having a great wee holiday. It's like our little baby moon. Thank you for listening.